Hello, I'm Claire Painter. I have a question for you. How risky do you think it is to reuse images that you find on the web? It's easy, isn't it? You search, you find an image that you like, you copy it over, and that's it. Well, as ever, we're dealing with material that's potentially covered by copyright, so it's never quite that straightforward. If you're using images for private study and private research, then that's one thing. But if you're going to publish it, then that's something we need to think about in a different way. And publishing, in this sense, has quite a broad definition. Clearly, it includes publishing in books, journals, and magazines, but it also includes publication in ebooks and on the web, so on your website, on your blog, publication for mobile devices and on social media. All of those are things where you need to think about the copyright implications. So let's suppose you found an image that you like. What do you know about it? Well, the obvious thing is to look for a copyright line that would take you straight to the rights holder. Or there might be a CC attribution, so a Creative Commons license. There are a number of different sorts of Creative Commons license, and you would need to look and see which one applies in this particular instance. For example, is it a license which allows commercial use or not? Some do and some don't. Think about the source for the image. Could it only really have come from one place, perhaps? And think about the subject. Sometimes the subject of the image itself is subject to copyright. For example, if it's a photograph of a work of art or something taken from a movie or a television program or an online game, something of that kind, then there is copyright not only in the digital image but also in the original work, and you need to think about the copyright status of both those things. Where else might images of this sort have been used? That might help you to find the rights holder. Who else might have used these kind of images? Ultimately, if you really can't find the rights holder, then you need to assess the risk of going ahead with publication without permission. And the degree of that risk will depend entirely on the individual situation, the specific image that you're talking about, and the way that you're going to be publishing it, and the scale of your publication as well. You might decide to omit a certain image if it's just too complicated, or perhaps to replace it with an image which you can source much more easily.